Welcome to Rayssentials number 2. Woo! Long story short, I'm on my period. Everything hurts, okay? Yes. I've quickly talked about the benefits of masturbating or having sex on your period before with your partner, but it was like part of why you should masturbate more in general. So today, I want to talk about period sex, like having sex on your period. Sex, period, period sex, sex, period, period sex, period. Generally speaking, if you have a uterus, you get your periods, meaning that you bleed generally, typically once a month. We're all different, okay? For some people, it's not fun at all. They have to call off work. They can't go to school. They can't basically live for like a week because it hurts like hell. Let's talk about relief. First off, I just want to make it clear what a period is, okay? Your menstrual cycle prepares you for pregnancy. Watch my videos on why I don't want kids. I also went on a podcast with a friend, so check that out if you're interested. Basically, your body is preparing for pregnancy every month. Once it realizes that, you're not pregnant, that's how you get your period. Long story short, you're supposed to have like 2 ovaries. Each one holds like a bunch of eggs. The hormones make that egg mature, and when that egg is mature, it means it's like ready to be fertilized by the little sperm thing. Those hormones also make the tissue of your uterus like thicker and more spongy. If an egg is really fertilized, it's a spot for it to be like nice, cushy, and get ready to grow. Now, if a pregnancy does not happen, that's when that like extra tissue is gonna come out. So that's why your period blood is regular vaginal discharge, and also that like spongy extra tissue that is due from you not being pregnant. That's your period. So now, period sex. Let's make one thing very clear in case it wasn't. I'm gonna keep saying making a mess, messy. I'm going to use mess a lot just because I couldn't find another word to really describe the situation, but I want to make it extra clear that periods means you have a natural, healthy, functioning body. They are not gross, and anyone that makes you feel or that tells you they are shouldn't have access to your coochie. I did some research on the topic, and I saw a few comments that were like, let me read it. How to ask someone to have period sex with you, right? Do you want to make a crime scene with me? Maybe you're not laughing. Maybe you just skipped forward, so I'm sorry. In this video, we're gonna go through 5 main worries. Will it hurt? Will it be messy? Is it safe? Should I tell my partner? Tips and tricks. You deserve the best sex you can have in your life. And since, periods are supposed to happen once a month, I don't want you to be like, I want to see that person, but like I'm on my period. It's okay. Will it hurt? There's no linear answer. It all depends on your period. I have some friends that cannot get out of bed for 2 days. As you know, orgasms, pleasure can help you relieve cramps, headaches, nausea, anxiety, stress, nervousness, all those like bad feelings that you want to get rid of. But if you're actually having a really bad period or like a really bad day and you're really moody, your cramps are killing you, don't try it, probably. I think what's really important just to listen to your body, whether it's by yourself or with a partner. That's what matters the most. Let's say you were up for it, told your partner, whatever, yada yada. And then midway through it, you're like, oh, this hurts like hell. Guess what? You can use a word. No, stop. Let's take a break. Those are valid. Basically, it should not hurt if it's in the right conditions. As well, blood is a natural lubricant. Will it be messy? Yes. Now, you have different solutions. First off, if you're doing it by yourself, if you're just masturbating, you can obviously just do it in the shower or get a towel. Basically, those options are also valid with a partner. So, laying a towel, preferably dark. There's nothing wrong with a light towel because it's gonna get thrown in the wash anyways. Mentally, we have been conditioned to think of blood, especially period blood, as gross, yucky, yada yada. It would help probably all parties involved to just have a black towel or like a dark brown. Look at me, I know colors. Just something kind of dark or like a blanket, doesn't matter. Something where basically you can create your own designated pleasure area and you don't have to worry about any stains or, oh my god, what if they see blood? And I don't know, some people are squeamish, right? So you wouldn't want your partner to faint while like down on you. As long as everyone is healthy and safe and happy, you know. Being in the water, so like for example, being in a bath, the water, I don't really know why, but the water just stops your flow for a little bit. Now, it might not be as enjoyable to get some friction underwater. Depends again on the people. Also, reminder that sex does not have to be about penetration. In fact, that's going to be like probably the next episode of Rayssentials. It is not what most women enjoy. If you can put a tampon in, or whether that's like a menstrual cup or a soft cup, anything like that, depending of course for how long you're having sex, you could just be standing up and blood wouldn't come out for like maybe, I don't know, an hour, 2 hours max, depending on your flow and the tampon you're using. Just think of it as a possibility to bring it a little bit more clitoral action in the field. So if you have a tampon and you have a towel underneath and cleaned up before, or you had like a shower before, or you were in the shower and you're ready to have a shower right afterwards, and that gets me to my third worry. Should I tell my partner as a cis woman that, you know, I had my first period when I was 9. I thought I was dying. I thought I had a cancer. I didn't tell anyone. I was just stuffing like toilet paper in my panties until my mom found out. I was like, "Are you on your period?" I was like, "No, I have a cancer, but I didn't want to tell you because..." Anyways, I'm a little bit of a drama queen, whatever. The bottom line is that you have to talk about it if you have any participants involved. It's all about boundaries. Now, from a personal stand, I think it's ridiculous when someone is like, "Ooh, period sex is gross. I'm not doing this." You think sperm is nice? Yeah, I don't hear you complain about fluids when it comes from a penis, do I? Again, it depends on what exactly you want to do, what you're used to doing with your partner or like your participants. But at the end of the day, I think it would be important to tell them, just because that they would be able to make you feel like it's not a big deal and lay a towel and just be like, "Hey, I'll get the shower ready." Like, it's really not that big of a deal. Let's focus on you. Try to define a space, like a designated area, where you don't have to worry about stains, or if you've done some hand stuff and you're just like grabbing the pillow, well, yeah. I mean, everything can wash itself, right? Just throw it in the wash. I'm just saying, as an overall experience, I would feel better knowing that there's like an area that's like, okay, we can make a mess and not worry about it. To each their own. And positions wise, whether again you're by yourself or with a partner, I would privilege something like missionary, basically anything that has you on your back or your belly. Belly, depending, if you don't have cramps, it's gonna feel great. Is it safe? Period sex is still sex. So, very important point. No matter where you are in your cycle, first day, last day, middle, you can still get pregnant, especially with unprotected sex. But you know, accidents happen, even STDs wise, just like be careful. Talking about STDs, I learned that those who are already positive for hepatitis, HIV, or any other STIs, so the possibility of transmission of diseases that are bloodborne is increased because of the presence of blood. The person that has their period, apparently the cervix is more open during this time of month, and so the risk of infection increases too. Sex is always, I don't want to say unsafe, but there are always risks that come with sex. No matter who you do it with, even if it's by yourself, life works in mysterious ways. I thought this was an important piece of information that I didn't know. And it's just another reason to have protected sex and to get checked up. Okay, there's no shame in going to a gynecologist to ask for a checkup. It doesn't hurt. It's not messy. And I told my partner, what now? Have fun. Have so much fun. This will definitely be TMI, but some people get way hornier when they are on their periods rather than not on their periods. Apparently, it's because during that time, your hormones, the estrogen levels are lower, which means that the testosterone levels are a little bit higher, which usually testosterone has been linked with a higher sex drive. Well, the more you have, the higher of a sex drive you have, and vice versa. It's not a one shoe fits everybody. It's not a one position is gonna be pleasurable for everybody, okay? It's all about knowing your body. I've had my period for almost 12 years now, so I think by now I got like the hang of it a little bit. If you want to try it with someone, let them know. It's more than okay. If you're worried about any smell, burn a candle, grab an extra wipe just in case, closer to the nightstand table. You have tissues on there, why not have some wipes? Anything that makes you more comfortable. If you need more breaks, if you just want to be in the dark instead of having the lights on. A real pirate sails the Red Sea. Yeah, I stole that from Reddit. And ooh, what's the point of having a sword if you can't get it bloody once in a while? Whether you're part of the Straits or the Rainbow Mafia, people are bound to get their periods, and it's just a good thing to know about. The more educated you are on it, the more you realize that it's not gross, that it's natural, that it's a healthy, functioning body. A lot of people are having period sex. It's just not really talked about because it's seen as taboo and yucky and gross and yada yada. If your sensations are heightened, and if you're telling me that orgasms will make me feel better about my cramps and even just pleasure, you don't even have to finish. Let's not put pressure on ourselves like that. Why wouldn't you, you know? Sorry for the lame background. That's the background you're getting today. Okay, let me put you down. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was entertaining. I hope you learned something. I hope you're gonna get period sex really, really soon if you're in the mood for it. Before you go, remember to empty your email boxes because that pollution is not cute. Please let me know what other sex health topics you want me to cover. I would really love to have your input on everything. If you want to support me, you can subscribe to my channel, leave a like, leave a little comment, whatever you feel like doing. I appreciate it either way. Go treat yourself. Okay, bye.